have the Scorpions at the Knights. Scorpions being coached by Matt Schmitz and Corey Fees. The Knights coached by Jeff Lindquist and Matt Tissot. Puck scheduled to drop at 6:45, so it should be any minute now. Tonight the Scorpions are wearing black and are to our right to start off the game. Knights in the red and to our left. Teams are headed over to their benches here, getting ready to drop the puck. You're good. Well, it looks like the boys are getting ready to go here. On the ice for the Knights, it looks like we got Pierce, right, McKibben up top with Alcorn and Gallagher in the back. And for the Scorpions, looks like we got Clark, Cohen, and I'll get you some more names as we get going. Puck is out. Here we go. Thrown down the blue line. Into the zone. Into the neutral zone here. Off the skate. Knights take it. Turned away by Alcorn. Collected and sent back here on the stick of McKibben. McKibben throws it towards net. Picked up in the other corner. Pierce drops it back, thrown in by Gallagher. Back to the point with Gallagher. Throws it wide right. Here come the Scorpions. Throw down into the zone. Shift change here for the Knights. Puck comes near side to Alcorn. To the middle to Doherty. That was right, throwing it into the corner for the Knights. Still in the zone there. Back behind the net. Tossed back towards the goal, deflected in, punched up and in. I believe that's Doherty. On the backside, just kind of waiting for it. I'm not certain. I believe it's Doherty. We'll get a look at the number here. See, yep, that is 72. Throws one in. On the ice with Johns and Green, Wilson and Martin. Knights take a 1-0 advantage. Puck is dropped. Johns drops. Puck comes near side. Picked up by Martin. Crosses the ice. Batted away. Johns has it on his blade. He throws it on net off the blocker. Collected in front. Kind of a race for the puck here. Doherty's got it on his blade again. Chucks it. Blocked down by the blocker. Center ice. Martin collects. Deeks. Puck high, jumps, drops. at the feet here of the Scorpions attacker. Back to Wilson. Wilson brings it up with speed through the neutral zone. Dekes it back, forehand. Deflected by the defender there. Just kept in the blue line by Martin, but pops out. Got to reset. Everyone's out. Scorpions working on it. That looks like Curtis on the puck. Back to Wilson for the Knights. He surveys the ice. He sends one to the middle. Johns drops it off. Green is there. Green works it across the ice. Met by two Scorpions. Near side. Dumped into the zone. Peterson is on the ice, along with McKibben. Can't quite see. I think it might be Pierce down on the other end. Oh, that's Green. My bad. Still sitting down in the Scorpions' end. Unable to clear the blue line. Puck comes near to Alcorn. Alcorn bats back. Peterson collects, takes it to the far side of the ice, crosses the blue line, forehand, throws it on net. Save. Tonight's goalie is Fields for the Scorpion and Tissot for the Knights. Going to make some line changes here, it looks like, for the Scorpions. 27 and 17. 27 being Clark, 17 being Scheppelhorst onto the ice for the Scorpions. Puck is dropped. Won by the Scorpions, back in their corner. Throw it around the back of the net. Near side, Alcorn kind of picks it clean. Punches it back in. Scorpions get it out. Scheppelhorst with it on his stick. He takes it to his forward hand. Slides one in towards the goalie. Saved. And into the glove of Tissot. Looks like just about 11 minutes left in period one. Knights with a 1-0 lead. Drop near side. Puck comes out. That looks like Gallagher. Gallagher centers. Comes near side. Picked up in the middle in the neutral zone. Tossed back in by the Scorpions. Chipped ahead. Comes back over the blue line. Waits for his team to clear. Good timing there. 27. I believe that's 17 for the Scorpions is Scheppelhorst. McKibben reaches, slides under his stick, punching it close, gets across the blue line. Scorpions wrap around with a little bit of pace into the neutral zone, onto Scheppelhorst's blade. He attacks, he's got numbers, 3-on-2, Dekes is defender, slides off the stick behind the net, punching it around. Here comes Johns, he bats it away from the middle. He carries across the middle with some speed, a little pace, gets to the right side, cuts around the defender, back in behind the net, looking for somebody in front, throws it over, backhand, across the face of the net, back into the middle. Johns chases back, collects a puck. He's going to have it spin around, cross the ice to Martin. Martin centers to Doherty. Doherty's on the red line. Looking back across, Johns takes it. He's going to have one off the deflection into the glass. Wilson onto the ice for the Knights. We got Wilson, Martin, Johns, Doherty, and Wright currently on the ice for the Knights. Puck is out. Up against the far wall, center, but nobody's home. Scorpions are on the near side. They're going to try and clear it out. Unsuccessful. Martin battles him in the corner. Gets it to the middle. Here come the Scorpions. They're working it across the middle of the ice. Through the neutral zone. Dump it into the zone. Back behind the keeper. Martin wraps it around the boards. Here come the Knights. 2-on-1. Backdoor. Doherty jabs it up. Save is there. Nice save by Fields. Nice little pass there by the Knights, trying to get another one on the board. Looks like we have McKibben, Peterson, and Green onto the ice for the Knights, along with Martin and Wilson. Puck is out, won cleanly by the Knights. Scorpions take, work it around behind the back of their net, drop the puck, Coming back this way. Puck is cleared. Wilson gives chase. Scorpions forechecking. Wilson brings it all the way. Near side. Picked up by Green. Green battles. Collision at center ice. Puck still free. Picked up by McKibben. McKibben dekes. Green's got it on his stick, skating backwards. Shot just goes wide left. Got ourselves a whistle here. Onto the ice for the Scorpions, number 10, Kundal. Looks like number 4 is also out there, Greiman. Puck is dropped, one out to Alcorn. He has a clapper off the glove of Fields. Chased down by the Scorpions. Coming near side. Clears the blue line. Works it to the middle. On the backhand, Scorpion, 72. He's cutting around, deking. That's Rogers. Alcorn near side. Green. Far side. Great pass from Green. Right into the blade of his teammate. Diving to the basket. That'll put the Knights up 2-0. See if I can't get a number on that guy here. 31, I believe that's McKibben. 38, Peterson. My bad, Peterson. Nice goal. That'll give the Knights a 2-0 advantage here with about 8 minutes remaining in period 2. Scorpions move it down, wrap around the net, throw it to the middle. Knights trying to clear it out. Doherty to the middle. I believe that's Pierce down into the corner. He dumps it in front, onto the blade. Shot wide right. Another one thrown in, deflected. 72's trying to jam it in. Doherty looks to the front of the net, off the back of the blocker. Sends it far side to Pierce. Pierce is going to send it back here. Throws it back. Knights working around. Little passing game here. Throw in the middle. Tied up. Puck cleared by the Scorpions. Tissot's going to stick it out here. Wrapped around the glass to Alcorn. Alcorn to the middle. Past the stick of Johns. Collected by 51. That's Pierce. Johns is there. He's trying to work the puck through the defender. Breakaway here. Scorpions cut. Pushed away by the Knights. Near corner. Center. Doherty has it on his blade. Backhand. Clears the line. Pierce with the forecheck. Can't see the puck. Looks like it's down behind our goal here. Puck is zipped down into the blue line. Just kind of getting a little shift change for the Knights. Scorpions take advantage. Throw it down. And icing is the call. So with just over 6 minutes remaining in period 1, Knights have a 2-0 lead on the Scorpions. Green, Martin, Wilson on the ice. Puck comes wide right. Scorpions wrap around, collect. They're going to throw it to the middle through the feet of the center. Icing is a call. And back we go. .31 takes a drop for the Knights. That's McKibben. Dropped it out, clapped in, deflected there. Coming near side, that's Martin. Martin faces, dumps it to the middle. 31, that's McKibben. Scorpions have it behind the net. They have time. Play it off the near wall. Knights trying to keep it in. It gets out, comes near side. Here we got 63. I believe that is Curtis for the Scorpions. Scorpions look to put one in the back of the net. A little bit of forecheck there. That looks like Martin. He dumps it off to Green. Green sees a wide open man down the ice. It's McKibben. He's got it on the back of his blade, shouldering, trying to lean in. Just knocked away by the defender. Martin fights to keep it in, sneaks past. Wilson's there to clean it up. Shift change for the Scorpions. Wilson bringing some major speed around the edge, over the blue line. Peterson is near side. Wilson cuts, slides it under the pad, and goes coast to coast. Harold Wilson was from the north to the south. That'll make it a 3-0 advantage there for the Knights, unassisted by Harold Wilson. Just slid under the pad there of the tender. The scoreboard here at Bucks has seen better days, but it appears to be 5 minutes and some change remaining in period one, 3-0 Knights. Alcorn comes back for the puck. He has time, chucks it to the middle off Johns. Played along the side wall. Johns is going to chase it up the far board, crosses the blue lines. He's got Doherty streaking. Off the skate, get back into the middle, covered up, uncovered. Johns has it, cuts it back. He's looking to the middle. He's going to wrap around. Checked up the puck. Alcorn Clapper just into the glove there. Fields with the save. Johns at the drop. Backhands it near side to Alcorn. Alcorn throws one off the shin guard of this defender. 27 for the Scorpions. That's Clark. Here comes Clark. Poke check. Stick lift. Throws it on net. Nice save by Tissot. Sticks it back to the wall. Puck is near side. Jammed up on the boards. Sneaks out. Looks like the Scorpions have a little advantage there. Johns goes in. He pulls it out. Pulled around by the Scorpions. Centered. Oh, just crossed the face of the goal. Out past the blue line. Backhand there by Peterson. Doherty's there with them. Johns also joins the mix. Puck squirts out. Comes to the middle. Deflection almost. Just skirts past the face of the goal. Martin comes in. He has a Clapper off the skate to the back of the net. Rims it around. Tried to throw it to the middle. Deflection there by the defender. Still behind the net for the Scorpions. Battling. Knights come away. That's centered. Sneaks away. Here comes another attack. Shot slapped in. Deflection. Looks like Johns has it on his stick. Spins it around. Cuts it back. Throws it to the middle. Shot pushed away by the tender. Another shot on goal. Covered up. And we're going to get probably a couple stupid penalties here for bumping into people after the whistle was blown. Johns is going to go take a seat on the bench, giving the Scorpions a penalty here. Penalty power play with just over 3 minutes remaining on the... Oh, looks like the Scorpions also have one in the box. So should be 5-on-5. Yep, 5-on-5, no advantage. My bad. Puck is dropped. Puck comes near side. Scorpions throw it up the wall. That looks like Singh. Yeah, Isaac Singh there. Number 20 for the Scorpions. But icing is the call. Going back to the other side. Pearson for the face-off for the Knights. Sends it back. Martin's there. He's trying to get off the boards. Fees is there. Carter Fees, it looks like, for the Scorpions. Reach, shot. Just over the top blocker. Shoulder of Fields. Comes back around near side. Martin's waiting. He throws it back on net into the blockers. picked up and collected there by goalie Fields. Nice save. Looks like 1:15 remaining in the penalty for both the Scorpions and the Knights. Puck on. Nice little wrister there by Pierce. Fields is right there with the glove save. 10-4-72 on for the Scorpions. That's Kundal, Greiman, and Rogers. Here's the drop. Back to Martin. Martin surveys, flicks it in the middle. Pierce gets it on his blade, drops it out. Punch backhand in over the face of the goal. Scorpions collect. Number 4. That's Greiman. Another good wrister there by Pierce. Top corner, but turned away by Fields. Onto the ice for the Knights. It looks like Peterson, Doherty, Alcorn, Gallagher, and Wright. Alcorn battles at the middle for the puck. Drop back. Gallagher has it on his 6. He's Doherty wide open on the far side. He throws it to the middle. Scorpions there, a little stick lift, check into the wall. Taken behind the net, backhand. Scorpions pick it up just momentarily before Alcorn steals it back. He's got it on his forehand. He's looking for something. Backhand. Throws it back to Gallagher. He attacks from the blue line. Surveys, throws it to the middle. Bounces it across the front of the goal. Little scramble there for the puck. Alcorn's going to clapper. Deflection. That's going to leave a bruise on somebody's shin. Looks like Fields has it covered up. Just over 1 minute remaining in period 1. Looks like both teams are back to full strength. We have a 3-0 lead for the Knights. Puck is out. Here come the Scorpions. Nice little pass over the middle there by Clark. Doherty collects. He surveys the ice, sees Peterson, just throws behind. Wright was there. Poked away by the Scorpions. They have a promising attack. Throw it across the blue line. Into the corner. Up the near wall. Centered. Peterson with speed. He dekes behind his defender. He covers the blue line. Got a trailer and a guy along the boards waiting. Scorpions throw it back. Under a minute remaining. Slides one down. Deflected off the glove of Fields. Doherty dumps it back to Alcorn. Sneaks by him there. Looks like Gallagher's going to clean that up. Throws it off the wall. 17. Is that Shufflehorst? Yep, Shufflehorst there for a moment for the Scorpions. A little crash here in the goal box, or in the... Johns comes around the edge, crosses the blue line, surveys the ice. He's going to take it to the middle, forehand, drops it off, gets in the corner, back on his blade. He's going behind the net. Stolen away by the Scorpions. Time expires. We'll head to period 2 with a 3-0 lead for the Knights. Let's see if we can see that here. For the Scorpions tonight, we have Greiman, Kundal, Shufflehorst, Singh, Clark, Fields, Rogers, Cohen, Walls, McCarthy, Larson, Curtis, Gibson, Tinsley, and Fees. These beautiful laminated team rosters put together here by the one and only Carrie Johns. Certainly a high quality laminator over there. Early front runner for fan of the game tonight. The fist pump. McCarthy is number 64. And I also negated to bring my glasses tonight, which is also part of my problem in identifying some of the Scorpions tonight. Because I can't see. Buzzer sounds. It looks like we have Green, Johns, Pierce, Wilson, and Martin on the ice for the Knights. And we got Singh, Thies, McCarthy on the ice for the Scorpions, along with, it looks like Curtis at the middle. Yep, Curtis is center. 29 would be Tinsley on the near side. And away we go into the second period. Martin punches it up. John's on the board. Tries to cut it back. Taken by the... Green's got the puck. Backhands to Johns. Johns crosses the blue line. He dekes. Cuts it into the corner. Spins around. Met by the Scorpion defender. Gets behind the net. Looks. Surveys. Waiting. Throws it deep to Martin. Martin scoots it along the board. Throws it on net. Off the back glass. Scorpions challenge here on the near wall. Puck comes out. Loose puck here. Sent to the center by the Scorpions. They're going to clear the blue. No, maybe. Doesn't clear the blue line and Pierce. 9 has a shot. Throws it up over the top of the goal. Pierce is there. Knights have a little bit of time. Throw a puck across the ice. Forehand clapper. On net. There you go. I think that's Pierce. Maybe from Green. Our future fan of the game confirms it was Pierce with the goal there. So that puts the Knights up 4-0 into period 2. On the ice we have McKibben, Peterson, Doherty, looks like, still for the Knights. Collected by Martin. Martin's pass out, deflected. Turned on by the Scorpions. Martin recollects. Comes near side. Peterson. Peterson spins. Looks forehand. Good look. Picked off by the Scorpions. Scorpions working up the middle. Doherty on the side. Taken down there on a little body check in the middle. Collected by Gallagher. Knights have numbers. Doherty throws it towards the net. Off the stick. Rebound. And followed up. That looks like Martin's going to get the goal on that one. Following up on the rebound of the prior shot. Although Wilson comes through the line first. So maybe I was mistaken. But we better get that one up on the scoreboard here. So that's going to make it a 5-0 score, regardless of what the scoreboard may say. And the scoreboards have been updated. Check there by Alcorn. Looks like we're going to get a penalty here. Scorpions are trying to collect. No penalty is called. Puts the hand down. Here come the Scorpions up the ice. That's 12. Taking off the puck. Maybe big hit on the far wall. Alcorn. Here comes the puck again. Good defense by the Knights. Puck skirts in front of the goal. No shot. Pierce flicks it out on the wall. Near side. Here comes the puck. Goes to near side. That's Peterson. Johns collects off the skate, takes it wide right, cuts it back, looking for the backhand. Comes back with the puck. He's going to dive back in. Puts it on his forehand, sends it across the ice, off the back stick there. McKibben battles. Arms up from the official. Probably going to get ourselves a little trip. All right, so it looks like we got Doherty, Johns, Wilson, and Martin in the penalty kill. Johns takes a drop. Scorpions have it. Survey, throw it over the left shoulder of the goalie, right shoulder. Puck comes back up. Man down in front of the ice. There's another hand up. Looks like we're going to get ourselves another penalty. And looks like John's going to take his second trip to the penalty box tonight, giving the Scorpions a 5-on-3 advantage in period 2. All right, so that gives the Scorpions a 5-on-3 with over 11 minutes left to go in period 2. So they got some time and space to work the puck, pass it to the middle. 20 with a nice shot there, deflected by Tissot. Playing a little hide and seek behind the net, throws it back. Down on the blue line, Doherty comes back with the forecheck, pressing. Throws it on net, off the blocker of Fields. Scorpions are there, regrouping. Throw it off the near wall. Doherty again, forechecking, keeping him quite a ways from the goal. It's pressure there by the Knights. Scorpions now working across the blue line. Open on the far side. Throw it back to the middle off the shin guard. They got time. They got a man in the middle. That's Curtis. He's going to throw one hard off the shin of some unlucky soul in the middle of the net. Good defense here by the Knights. Wrapped around here by the far edge. Try to throw it out, but denied by the Scorpions. Off the stick. 27 centers. Deflected. Wide left. 14 seconds remaining on the first penalty here for the Knights. Backhand off the stick. Tissot's there. Lays out. Covers it up. Good penalty so far by the Knights. Down 2 men. 7 seconds remain on the first penalty. Puck comes out. Cross. Singh. He sends it back. Slapper on net. Slides under the pad. Might have been a deflection near the goal by the Scorpions. That makes it 5-1. Taking advantage of the power play. Looks like 17 Scheppelhorst comes through first for the Scorpions. Oh, I believe it was Scheppelhorst. And it looks like that's going to bring the Knights back to full strength. 5-1, period 2. Peterson near side. Looks like Gallagher, Martin on the back. Alcorn, he's got time. Chucks it up the middle. Nobody's there. Scorpions here, near side to number 10. Nice thumping back in. That's Carter Fees down into the corner. He throws it off the blade of his teammate. Comes back towards the net. Covered up by Fields. It's like Kundal. Maybe that's 72. 72 would be Rogers. A couple guys on the ice there for the Scorpions. Face off, thrown over the top left shoulder of the keeper. Comes out wide. Oh, that one might have gone into the crowd. Nope. Knocked down into the ice. Puck bounces around near the blue line. Scorpions clear into the neutral zone. 72 throws it down into the corner. So with just over 9 minutes remaining in period 2, we have a 5-1 game. Knights in the red. Face off. Thrown towards the middle. Skirts behind the back of the goal. Scorpions there. Throw it back. Clapper. Oh, good rebound attempt there by the Scorpions. Just missed. Here come the Knights at the far side. Looks like Martin. He punches it past the defender. Still skating along. Takes a check into the wall. Cleanly removed from the puck. Here comes a puck near side. Gets it on the back of his blade. Tries to cross it up. Wilson's there. Wilson's going to throw it back this direction towards the neutral zone. Sees far. Across the blue line. Comes back near side to Doherty. Through the blade. Pierce is there. Deflection. He backhands it over the blue line. Gets it on his forehand. Takes a dive. Scorpions collect. Throw near side. Off the skate. Might have kicked to the icing down here. Not going to make it. Wilson picks it up with speed behind the back of the net. Wraps around. He might be going coast to coast again. He's got speed. Works across the blue line. Switches up his defender. Poke check away there by the defense of the Scorpions. Long shot ahead here to 27 for the Scorpions. He dumps it to the middle for 63. Picked up on the blade there by, good shot. Across the front of the net. Blocked. An amazing save. Holy cow. Great scoring opportunity turned away there by the goalie Tissot. John sends the puck near side to Green. Green follows it down the ice. No ice is called. Scorpions bring it up. Stolen by Johns. Puck on his stick. Works it to the near side. Still looking to cross. Crosses the blue line. Forehand. Through the legs. Off the defender. Alcorn's there. Introduces himself to Fees. Fees comes back. Says hello. Puck finally squirts out. Crossed over by Gallagher. That's Peterson. He throws it towards the net. John's backhands to the middle. Fields has his stick on it. I think they're going to say goalie had possession of the puck there. Drop, kicked out, thrown in by Gallagher, behind the net, skirts to the other side, puck coming towards the middle, cleaned up by the Scorpions. They're trying to clear the zone, successful. Good pressure here, Gallagher, Deeks, onto the blade of Alcorn. Alcorn crosses the blue line, cuts it back. He's got good defense there. 63 from the Scorpions. Curtis stops the try from Alcorn. Puck thrown in towards the middle by Johns. Deflected away. Gallagher collects. He works to the middle. Dumps it off the blade. Got a backhand. Forehand. Good scoring opportunity there for the Knights. Turned away by the goalie, Fields. Good work by the net minder there on that shift. We've got some line changes here. Looks like Martin and Wilson on the ice here, along with Pierce. We might have ourselves a penalty here. We got a trip. Looks like number 10 is taking a stroll over to the penalty box for the Scorpions. That's Kundal. 5-1, period 2, just over 5 minutes remaining. Knights with the power play. Wilson and Martin on the back line. Looks like Peterson, Pierce, and Doherty on the front line. Back to Wilson. Wilson lines one up, clicks it on net, just over the shoulder of the tender. Picked up by Martin on the far edge. He turns it back. Comes back again. Deke. He's behind the net, playing with it. What's he going to do? Dumps it in the middle. Shot on. Deflected by the goaltender up into the net. And here comes the puck out to the top. Thrown on net. Down low. Rebounded. Oh, great save by Fields. Dives out. Prevents a sure thing there. Nice job, goalie. Martin chucks one into the middle, and I think it's into the glove of the goalie, Fields. That was really an exceptional save there by Fields. A couple 30 seconds ago. Looked like a sure thing, and he just dove out, picked it off. Here come the Scorpions behind their net. That's Fees. Fees drops it near side, wrap it along the boards. Wilson collects. Dumps one towards the middle. Scorpions collect behind the net. They play the far wall. Kept in again by Martin. Pierce throws it towards the goal. Deflected by Doherty. Peterson. Puck is cleared. Knights skate back to collect the puck. Backhanded it to Wilson. Takes a weird bounce off the wall. Wilson with the laser down to the red line. Fees is there. Punches it up. Johns has it at the blue line. He's got to drop it back. Martin, near side. .63 with an opportunity. Curtis, I believe, there for the Scorpions. Johns comes back, gets a puck. He's got it on his blade. He's going to come with some speed to the middle. Works it to the outside. Keeps carrying. Get the offsides call there. Over 4 minutes remain here in the period 2. 5-1 Knights. Puck's back to the Scorpions. Johns battles. Sick. Gets it on his forehand. Punch back to the back. Wright is back there battling for the puck for the Knights. Still on the puck near the wall. Trying to find the puck. Johns pulls it out. Little too far. Through the blue line. Alcorn. Sauces one in over the blue line. Comes back out. Scorpions. Near side looks like 29. There's Alcorn for the Knights. He skates it around, protecting that backhand. Gets it to his forehand. Pushed over the blue line. Knights are down charging. Oh, no. There was a hit into the boards. Luckily, happily, the skater has gotten up and is working his way back here. So that's going to put Alcorn in the box. Glad he got up all right and just skated back. It looked and sounded pretty loud. Looks like he got a 10-2 or a major of some sort here. Not surprising. Just 3 minutes left here in period 2. Knights up 5-1 and into penalty kill mode against the Scorpions. I can see 63 and 17 for the Scorpions. That looks like Curtis and Scheppelhorst on the power play. If I can get some more numbers, I will. Puck is dropped. And thrown down to the far end. Knights giving chase. It's near side. Johns keeps it in. Out to the glove, the Scorpions. Back into the zone there by 31 for the Knights. That's McKibben. Johns keeps it in the blue line. He throws it towards the net. Deflects off the defender. Comes again. John goes around the near side. Wraps it around the wall. Got on his forehand. Tries to throw it up. Deflects over the goal. Goes to the far side. Scorpions to the middle. Scheppelhorst across the red line. Dumped back by Martin. Scorpions collect. Throw it near side to Curtis. Stolen away by Johns. Johns surveys the ice. Ducks behind the net. Throws it down the middle. Ice. Nice little ice there to clear the puck. McKibben's down there. He throws it off the back of the net. 13 seconds remain in the penalty kill. Puck comes near side, off the blade of Scheppelhorst. Scheppelhorst cuts it back, Singh. He throws it towards the net, off the shin guard of the defender. Off the board, still inside the blue line. He's gonna have one, nope. Drops a little pass to the middle, nice soft pass. Off the stick of the goalie. Johns clears it up off the wall, sends a puck to the middle. Might get ourselves an ice on that one, and we do. Looks like the clock is running about a minute, maybe 20. I can't tell on this clock, but maybe a minute 20 left in period 2. 5-1 Knights. Who's that number 9? Can you read the name on 9 there? Is that Fees? Oh, it is Fees. Puck's behind the net here. Off the blade of Doherty. Clears the blue line. Collected by the Scorpions defense. Throw it off the far wall. Into the blue line. 72 has it on his blade. He throws one towards net. Comes back. Rebounded. Good save there by Tissot. Puck comes near side. Doherty has it. Burns it down the near side line, off the wall. Cleaned up by Pierce. Pierce dives into the corner. Puck goes to the middle. Punched away by the Scorpions. Harold tries to knock it back in, but got to clear. Off sides. Nope, everybody gets out. Here come the Scorpions. Pass across the ice. Pierce lines out, one up. Returns it off the wall. Under 30 seconds remaining in period 2. Wilson with the stick. Passes near side to Doherty. Doherty looks ahead. He's got it on his forehand. Deeks cuts it between the legs. Gets behind the net. Nice speed there by the Scorpions defense. He comes, carries it over the blue line. 3 seconds left. Forehand. Throws it wide right. Some of these numbers are not matching up with my my roster sheet, but that was a nice little run there by the Scorpions to end second period. All right, we're at the break between second and third period. Scoreboard updated. Scorpions come out. Looks like Curtis. Nope. Sorry, Curtis jumped off the ice there. Clark, 27, 23. Cohen, 77. Larson, 17. Scheppelhorst. And the other guy got past before my old eyes could read his jersey. And for the Knights, looks like we have Martin. That looks like Green in the middle with Johns and McKibben and Gallagher. Some sort of conversation going on here with the ref, but I'm not quite sure what's going on. He goes far side to report something to the scorekeeper. Could be putting in a order for some supper. I think he wanted the Philadelphia cheesesteak pizza. And comes back to the middle. Puck is dropped. Won by the Scorpions. Knights get a puck to the middle. Punch out of the blue line. Gallagher chases down. Turns with time. Surveys the ice. Comes near side off. Curtis for the Scorpions. Knights have it. Send it across to McKibben. Takes across the blue line. He dumps it off to Johns. Johns looks. He throws one. Deflected off the defender blade. Punch to the middle. That's McKibben again. Kicks it back out off the blue line. Gallagher's there. Martin opens up near side for the puck. He's going to go the other side to Johns. Johns dumps it to the middle. Scorpions into the blue line. Backhand behind the net. Gallagher brings it along the near side. Works it up the wall. Still got on his blade. He's working it into the defense over the blue line. Looks, cuts forehand to the middle, deflection. Unfortunately, there's a great conversation going on right in front of the goalie, and I couldn't see who ended up punching that one in. But we'll see who skates it in here for the Knights. Looks like McKibben and John, so I'm going to say McKibben probably punched that one in. So that makes it 6-1 in favor of the Knights with about 13 minutes left in the third period. Doherty, he gets it off the center. He lines up one, throws it to the net, wide right. Again, can't see it in the middle of the ice. Turned away by the Scorpions. Oh, we're just going to have to stand up here for a little bit. I think that's Curtis going up the far side. Pulls it to the outside. Wilson is there. Punches it away. Knights dump it back towards the goal. Off the stick of the goalie. Wilson goes back behind net. Throws it. Cycles it along the boards. Into the middle. Pierce is there. Cut back. Off the blocker. Nice save. Pierce. Wilson. Stick lift, spin around shot into the glove there. All right, let's see, we got the drop here. Sorry, the camera work is shoddy. Now I'm standing and trying to spin this around. And Johns is working up the ice. He's going to have a breakaway. He looks, fires off the defender, off the goalie. Johns turns, throws it on net, into the glove. Pushed away by Fields. Puck comes center ice again. 38 punches it towards the middle. Punched out. Wilson handles, spins, turns, throws it in. McKibben near side. At the blade of Johns momentarily. Peterson over to Wilson. Wilson comes back near side off the McKibben. McKibben's burning it down the right-hand side. He's going to take one. Chucks it up over the top of the goalie. Wilson tries to save. Doesn't get to the blue line in time. Good pressure there by the Scorpions. Coming back the other way. McKibben's there. Thrown off the wall. Green tries to snatch it out of the air. Wilson brings it near side. Gallagher dumps it in. Goes for a shift. Change. Green. McKibben. Pass both of them. Wilson's there again. Sends it near side. Off the wall. Cut between Martin. Johns punches it away momentarily. Scorpions recollect. That's 72. Diving into the corner. Puck comes near side. Picked up by McKibben. He's going down center ice. Got it on back of his blade. Protects with his back. Turns. Sends it across the middle. Nobody's there. Doherty. He's there. He battles for it. Throws it to the middle. Off the goalie stick. Near side to Martin. Martin's got one creeping. He doesn't know. Slapper over the top of the net. McKibben. Picked up by the Scorpions. Punched out. Nice work. Martin with the deke back. Double deke. Goes back to the forehand. Turns his back to the wall. Taken by the Scorpions. Move down the near side. Looks like Scheppelhorst. Puck near side. Rides the wall to the red line. Spin around. Pierce tries to steal it. Gets past his blade. Green is there. Green takes it over the blue line. Cuts it back. Got to pull it out here. Martin sends it to Gallagher. Gallagher dives in the left side. He's got it on his forehand. He's looking in the middle. Scorpions are there. Trying to clear. Off the skate. Here they come near side. They're going to throw it into the zone. Collision there. 23 for the Scorpions. He takes it. Got it on his backhand. Throws it to the middle. Turned away by the defender. 63 Curtis. He throws it off the skate. Played back to Gallagher behind the net. He's got time. He's going to ride it up the wall. Clears the blue line. Gallagher backhanded by Doherty towards the middle. Pierce can't collect it. Comes back to the middle. Looks like Pierce again. Takes it across the blue line. Fakes the shot. Pulls it back. Centers with a nice backhand cross. Nobody's home. Back to the middle again. About 8 minutes left in period 3. Puck comes near side. Drop back in there by Peterson. Off the wall. McKibben gives chase. He's going to work to get it back behind the net. Throws it in front. Scorpions pick it up. Plays a nice pass off the wall to his attacker. Wilson's there. Cuts it back. He's going to eat up some ice in the middle. Burn it through the middle. Splits 3 defenders. Takes it forehand. Cutting it back. Looking across. Has a shot off the deflector. Goal stick. Johns over there. Oh, behind the back. Throws it to the middle. Johns. Comes near side. Turned away by the Scorpion defender. Get a little shift change here for both sides. 7 minutes and change remaining in period 3. Puck out to the point. Punch back in by the Scorpions. Behind the net, collected. Played off the near wall. Squirts out to the middle. Knights are there. They got a promising attack. They got numbers. Throws one on net, off the blocker, into the glass. Pierce onto the ice. Alcorn. Puck comes near side. Alcorn's coming. Tries to clap one in. Sneaks under the stick. Steals it back. Only temporarily. Scorpions have it here near side. Do-si-do here, near side. Scorpions clean it up. Punch to the middle. Defender's there for the Knights. He works it up ahead. Doherty tries to approach. Green's there. Green gets it on his blade. He's going to work it up the center. Cuts it back outside. Forehand. Backhand. Turns. Spins. Looking. Cuts it back to the forehand again. Throws it towards the middle. Deflected into the glove of Fields. Just over 6 minutes remaining in the third period. Knights with the 6-1 advantage on the Scorpions. Looks like we have Johns and Wilson and Peterson and Martin on the ice. Along with Wright off the blue line. Comes near. Turned away. Outside the wall. Johns kicks the puck. Trying to get it. Wilson goes down. Shufflehorst. Far side. Throws it off the wall into the attacking zone. Puck wraps around the wall there. To Wilson near side. Turned back in by the Scorpions. He sends a centering across. Johns is there to redirect it to the corner. Scorpions chuck it up high. Got a high stick. Not called. Knights collect the puck. Scorpions steal. Puck off the wall. There goes Johns. Johns looks ahead. He sees Wilson. Can he get on the puck? He's going to take it across the blue line. Pulls it to the forehand. Into the waiting glove of Field. Here's the drop. Deflected back towards the goal. Picked up by the Scorpions. Worked around the back of the net. Coming near the near side. Oops. Nice pass across the ice. Doherty turns. Scorpions steal. Working the puck across. Offsides. Puck is down, dropped. Sorry, the camera keeps bouncing around. Don't have it up on my stand anymore here. Drop pass there by the Knights. Collected by Pierce. McKibben makes a shot. Curtis collects. He's looking down the ice. Throws one off the far wall. Great pass. breakaway opportunity here for the Scorpions. Heads up, looking. Curtis again comes back and collects. He throws a forehander right on net into the glove. So, good little play there by Curtis. Getting back down the ice after his quality pass on the breakaway. Wilson and Green onto the ice for the Knights. Johns at the center. Puck out to Singh. Singh bangs it off the wall. Throws it to the middle. Picked off temporarily. Backhand. Past the face of the goalie. Singh backs it again here to 22, who throws it on net. Off the blocker and covered up. About 4 minutes remain in the game. Down to the Knights. Chucked back in by the Scorpions. Behind the net, that's Peterson. Peterson punches out to the far side. Johns chases. He looks up the ice. Works it over the left-hand side. Has it on the back of the stick. Deflected past the face of the goalie. Green tries to center. On the stick of Wilson. Wilson buries it. Bar down from the front left-hand side of the goalie and just pokes it up over his shoulder and into the net. That makes it a 7-1 score here for the Knights. Scorpions make a couple last-minute adjustments here. Puck comes back to Alcorn. Alcorn off the wall. Doherty, Pierce, worked across the ice by the Scorpions, punched back in by the Knights. Scorpions grabbed that one with some speed. They're working it across the blue line. Good little scoring opportunity here. He's got a man cutting through the crease. Just can't find him, just a little behind. Feast throws one on net. Alcorn sticks it, throws it back. Feast is here working. Picked off by Doherty. Doherty's got a one-on-one. He pulls back. Saved by Fields. Nice work by the goaltender Fields on that one. Let's see what we got. We got Wilson, Johns, Alcorn. I think that's McKibben on the far side. Can't really see. Puck comes near side, trying to get out the blue line. Johns keeps it in. Beaks back, tries to cross the middle. Scorpions say no thank you. Seal the puck. They send one up here. That looks like 17 Shovelhorse. He cuts it back to the right. Dumps it into the zone, collected by Wilson. Wraps it around the wall, far side. Johns challenges, punches it off the wall. Scorpions, Johns. Johns works it forward, cuts it back, in traffic. Puck is down. Wilson collects. He throws it towards the net, wide right. Knights chase it in the corner. Puck comes to the middle. Cleared out by the Scorpions. Gallagher comes near side. Here comes McKibben. He throws one towards the middle. Slow bouncer. Turned away by the Scorpions. Comes back near side. Alcorn's ready to throw one back on net. Deflected down. Johns is trying to get his footing. Comes back out to the top. He throws it back in. Deflection. Turns around and fires wide left. Fields trying to regain his feet in the goal box. Dumps it backwards. Wilson just narrowly misses the Hattie. Good save there by Fields as he regains his footing. Gallagher on the far wall. They pinch in, throws it to the middle. Wilson's there, throws one at it. Alcorn shoots wide. Just under 40 seconds remain in the game. Knights working. Wilson, puck's floating free. Scorpions clear with about 30 seconds remaining in the game. Comes Alcorn. Chased by Curtis. Curtis pokes it away. Curtis sends it back up the ice. Onto Martin's blade. Martin cuts it back. 12 seconds remaining. He's going to have a shot. Throws it off the knee blocker there of Fields. Scorpions just going to try and get this cleared out. Time's about to run out here. That should be the match. No buzzer. That's our final here for the Knights. 7-1 is the score. It looks like McKibben might have had a hat trick for the Knights. Pierce, I believe, had a couple of goals. Martin may have also had a goal. Horst on the goal for the Knights, assisted by McCarthy. That looks like it's about it. We're final here, Bucks Arena. Knights take the game 7-1 over the Scorpions. A lot of high school hockey this weekend. Good luck.